Texas League Baseball is next. And welcome in to this live Thirsty Thursday broadcast presented by Dr. Pepper. Well, we got a good one for you here tonight as we get ready for the third game of the 6-game set between the Amarillo Sod Poodles and your first half South Division champions, your San Antonio Missions. Well, let's get things started. Turning it over now to Jonathan as he'll bring us live for our game. Thank you, Bob, and welcome in one and all to this proud Thursday night broadcast. It is the third of the 6-game set. As Bob mentioned, the Amarillo Sod Poodles and your first half champions, your San Antonio Missions. Two teams continue the series tomorrow night at 7:05 as we have Friday night baseball. Saturday, the two teams continue onward as we have a beautiful drone display as we had last week with Midland. I gotta say, due to the fact that the dry temperatures will not have any rain soon, we will have you a drone show instead. Series will wrap up Sunday afternoon at 1:05. After that, Missions head north to Wichita to take on the Wichita Wind Surge in a 6-game set. Following on the road after the 6 games at Wichita, Missions head to West Texas to take on the Midland Rockhounds in the beautiful city of Midland, Texas. Missions on Tuesday, September 12th, will take on the visiting Springfield Cardinals to conclude a 6-game regular season finale series. And so far, pretty good. Go online now at SanAntonioMissionsBaseball.com. Purchase and print your tickets from home. You can also follow the Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball, and you can download that in any smartphone. Well, Bob and I welcome you guys to the pregame show of Thursday night as we bring you this live baseball stream as we're getting things started. And our proud broadcast is presented by Dr. Pepper, the official drink of your San Antonio Missions. Gotta say, last night was a pretty good win for the San Antonio Missions as they won 9-4 against the Amarillo Sod Poodles, clinching their 71st win, and so far Amarillo trailing a bunch against the Missions. And so far, with the third of this 6-game series about ready to be underway here tonight, San Antonio is looking for a third victory. Yeah, I gotta say, John, it just depends where that ball goes and how far they can line drive it. Good point, I will say. So you look at the first two teams, South and North Division. San Antonio and Arkansas are holding strong in this competition. Amarillo and Tulsa, they're doing really good. So far with those two teams, they continue to lead the second place position. Midland and Springfield in third place. Corpus Christi and Wichita are in fourth place. Frisco and Northwest Arkansas are in the last place positions. So, gotta say, for anybody trying to get up to the second place position, you got at least 5 weeks remaining left of the regular season. And so far, you don't want to get caught being in third place or anywhere third through fifth in the South and North divisions, because that is a series of eliminations about ready to unfold once we hit the final game of the regular season. So far, with San Antonio being in the playoffs, it is pretty good and decent that San Antonio continues strong. Now, winning the Texas League title, I will say, that is the most important thing in Texas League baseball, is you got to win it at some point. And I'm telling you, Bob, as a good friend, these boys are doing really well. They need to keep up the momentum, and they need to do it as soon as possible to keep up this lead. Hey, I got to say, John, absolutely right in your words here tonight. San Antonio has had a pretty good start there at Tulsa, coming home 2-1, then taking on Frisco for their 6 games during opening day of 2023. I got to say, San Antonio, they have really been putting the ball in play, and so far they could probably win 85 to something if they wanted to, but this is a game where everybody is competing in the Texas League. And best thing about it is they need to keep up that momentum like you were talking about. Gotta say, absolute truth right there. But anyway, we want to thank everybody for coming into our pregame show. Game 3 of the 6-game set will be set as followed as we get ready to play here tonight. Well, we'll take you down to the field when we have our proud broadcast presented by Dr. Pepper. And so far on a beautiful Thursday night, it is going to be a pretty good one. Stay tuned. The first pitch coming up right after this.
And now, your San Antonio Mission.
Gabe Mosser, a right-hander, will get the starting assignment for San Antonio, as he is 6'4", 185 pounds, and age 26. And what do we know, Bob? I gotta say, for a prospect like him and the Padres organization, he's got a pretty good, decent chance of getting in this ball game and staying for a big, long time. I gotta say, you're right. Leading off for Amarillo, what did he say? I forgot. Oh, never mind. Hey, boys, y'all ready to go? Let's have a good time. Let's play ball. And here's the pitch right there and in to Jordan as we are underway, and that's taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Go ahead, give your ball clubs tonight. Amarillo at San Antonio, Corpus Christi at Springfield, Wichita at Arkansas, Frisco at Midland, and Tulsa at Northwest Arkansas. The 0-1. High fly in the air. Third baseman done. Just close to home plate. Middle halfway through the third base area, as he'll take that one for out number 1. The chance now, let's give the visiting Sod Poodles the starting lineups, and Bob, they're in a 2-game losing streak to San Antonio. What do they need for a victory on the road? They need patience, and that's the key goal in this one, is you're driving the ball and getting it so far out there in the outfield. Unlike yesterday, they were driving the ball pretty good and pretty quick. Here is center fielder Willard Patino. As he comes in and takes a code strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. And that one fouled off, and the count now 0-2. Home plate umpiring tonight is Jeff Andrews, the crew chief. First base umpire. Oh, yeah, you're losing it right there, aren't you? Yeah, pretty much I am. Right there, swing and a miss, and boy, he goes down for two away. Well, I'm going to do that again. First base umpire is Kyle Neuenhaus. Second base umpire is Dusty Baker. And third
base umpire is, what's his name again?
Oh man, did you forget already?
Well, I guess I forgot already. Here's Division de los Santos. The 0-1. High in the air, up to center. Center fielder, up under, and he's got it for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Amarillo. As we head now to the bottom of the first, it is no score. San Antonio up to bat. Well, the left-hander Blake Walston coming in as he gets set for Game 3 of this 6-game set. 6'5", 175 pounds, and age 21. Can't you believe this young arm is just 21 years old for Amarillo?
Gotta say, John, absolutely right.
Right there and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Leading off the bottom of the first inning, center fielder Tim Lopes. High clouds and, yes, a beautiful Thursday night. That one ground right to shortstop as he'll flip it right to first. And that's a quick out, number 1. Chance now, let's give the home team starting lineups. And that 9-4 victory last night was really good.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, a beautiful performance by this staff here tonight. And so far, everything is going pretty good.
Here is Aaron Leisure coming in for the Missions. Usually the guy is out pitching, but usually now, just temporarily till we find somebody to get somebody out in short, that would also be good as well. High fly in the air, up in right field. That one goes foul. The count now, 0-2. The 0-2. And that one is right there, but he drops it. And the first hit for San Antonio, and an error on the shortstop for Amarillo comes to an E6 decision. Hear that Beethoven theme song? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Love that music. Here is right fielder Tirso Ornales as he takes a ball outside. It's the count now, 1-0. 1 hit for the Missions, an error. The E6 goes to the short. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive to left, and that's going to get through for the base hit. So 2-1 with 1 away. And this is what you need to get something going. Crowd getting up and getting loud, as that'll bring in the 4th batter, first baseman Juan Fernandez, as he takes a 0-1 count on a strike. First and second, 1 away. Fernandez at the plate. Walston is looking at first. That one high fly in the air. Right fielder running after it. And that's going to be up to right as he'll catch that on the warning track. And that's going to put first and third now just 90 feet away from scoring in the game's first run. Hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in for San Antonio. And the pitch. Did he hold up? No. Appealed down by the home plate umpire Jeff Andrews. Says he went around. That's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. First and third. That one is outside. 1-1. About ready to have our first break after this half inning. And so far we are ready to go for the second inning coming up after this. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lucas Dunn. And that's going to be ground ball. And they'll get him out at second on the force, and that will do. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. To the top of the 2nd inning we go. And it's no score as Camden Duzenak will return right after this. So yeah, I did forget to mention Amarillo has an error. So that will pretty much change what I had to say right there. Yeah, that's okay, John. I know you're stuttery. Right. Back for more Texas League Baseball, top of the 2nd coming up right here on the Missions Baseball Network. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, we bring you the top half of the 2nd right here on the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Well, leading off the top of the inning, number 4 batter, Camden Duzenak. Coming in for Amarillo. And that one's taken well and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. Got a beautiful sunset. And yeah, we're about 30 minutes till the sun goes down here tonight. Right there and in, that's taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 2 strikes to Duzenak, the 0-2. That one hit to second baseman Jackson Merrill. Flips it to first for Juan Fernandez to record the out. That'll bring up second baseman Nefi Castillo. Castillo coming in. Looking in is Mosser. And that one in the inside corner. And that's taken in for a code strike, 0-1. 0-1. High fly in the air. And that is going out of play for a count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. And he swings and misses as that one is far and outside. And that is out number 2. Boy, he fooled him right there on that fastball. And that one was out of the zone. The strikeout, he missed it. Yeah, gotta say, for Gabe Mosser, he gets the strikeout call. And he gets the second out. Here is Garrett Wolforth. 6-hole batter for Amarillo, taking that one inside for the count, 0-1. Wolforth, the average for him is a .418 over a 600. He's had 11 home runs and 15 RBIs of the year for the Sod Poodles. That one's high fly in the air. Left fielder Albert Fabian gets shallow center, and that will be it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the bottom half of the second we go, and it's no score here in the top of half two.
The designated hitter.
Designated hitter is Grant Little as we start the bottom half of the second for the Missions. The pitch. That one's going to be high fly in the air, right there to right field as he'll intervene quick on the first out.
The second baseman.
Second baseman in the 7th spot, Jackson Merrill. Merrill coming in. And ready to go. Right there and outside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. Just a pitch perfect evening, and yes, high clouds. Little bit of humidity. And that's a swing and a miss. Boy, howdy, chasing that one high and outside. Here's a 1-1. That one hit right to short. Shortstop will get him out at first. And that's a quick pair of quick outs for out number 2. The 8-hole Albert Fabian coming in as we get set for this final out here in the bottom of 2. Top of the third for Amarillo coming up next. And that's a swing and a miss. That's the count, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's 0-2 the count. Boy, it's like he's swinging underwater, John. Yeah, Bob, I do see what he's doing. That one is outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. And that one is lined out of play. So that ball goes foul. And a nice little souvenir to a young lad out there. So left fielder gives a boy a little baseball. And right there, he did not hold up at time. And that is for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Missions. As we played 2 innings here tonight. It's on now to the top of the third. As Roby Enriquez will lead it off for Amarillo. When we come back, gets no score through 2.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, we welcome you back to the Missions Baseball Network here in San Antonio, Texas. Top of the third coming up, Roby Enriquez about ready to go as he's the 7 batter for the Sod Poodles. And underway as we go, 0-1 the count as Mosser throws the first strike in the top of inning number 3. The 0-1. And that one's going to be hard hit right there to right. And boy, that's a base hit for Amarillo. Second baseman Jackson Merrill tries to get in front of it and try to stop it, but he had no luck of doing so. And boy, that one is just an absolute head scratcher. The 8-hole batter, Giancarlo Cintrone, coming in, as that will be a Taco Bell double play situation for the Missions. That one down and in for a ball, and the count now 1-0. Cintrone, he's 300 over the opposition of 500. He's had 7 home runs and 23 RBIs for the Sod Poodles. 1 ball, no strikes. That one is fouled in the way. The count now 1-1. Well, tonight for the Missions, Aaron Leisure is going to be the second baseman of this game. And so far, we just want to keep our 3 San Antonio Missions on the injured list in our prayers. Joshua Mears, he's doing really well. He sent us a letter this morning into the box office. And that one is high fly in the air. Jackson Merrill will call off Juan Fernandez as he makes the high fly. And that will be 1 away. So I'm going to go ahead and read you this letter that he sent. And so far, dear San Antonio Mission fans, this is Joshua Mears giving you an update on my leg. I am feeling a whole lot better. So far, the doctor tells me I could come back and play as we take on Springfield. So, great possibility that he'll be back before too long. Also want to thank everybody for the valued support of from the fans. And so far, it means a lot to me, a lot. So, gotta thank you for the prayers. My leg is doing pretty good. P.S. Don't miss me too much. I will be back in the 6-game finale against Springfield. So right there, the count now 0-2. What a great letter. Then we have another letter. Wander Javier, who is also injured. And so far, we'll read his letter. No balls, 2 strikes to the catcher, Dominic Maragalo. 0-2. That one is high fly in the air. Fabian getting up there, and boy, he had to hustle right there in front of the warning track to make the out. Well, Javier writes, Dear San Antonio fans, I know I've been gone for a long while after my last injury, and so far just want everybody to know I will be all right. I may be joining y'all in Wichita. The doctor says have maybe a couple of weeks to stay off this leg, but anyway, doing really good. It's not broken or bruised or anything, but evidently I'm coming back in strong and knowing that I'm ready to come back and play. So Evan Mendoza, he has a letter. We'll read that afterwards. And so far, here we go for his as we open up his letter. 3rd letter on the injured list for our 3 guys. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. And right there, the lunging catch by left fielder Albert Fabian, as he will get that one. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and one left. To the bottom of the third we go. Still no score after 3.5.
Leading up for San Antonio, the catcher.
The catcher is Michael Cantu as we lead off the bottom of the third. 9-1-2 due up for San Antonio here in this half inning. And that's going to be line drive up to right center, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So no out single will get this going, and so far pretty good. So we'll read you Evan Mendoza's little letter when we come, and so far here we go. Dear Mission fans, this is Evan Mendoza. I know I've been gone for a couple of weeks, but the doctor says I've got a bad concussion. I may be out maybe a month or two, or even the rest of the year. But anyway, hope these Mission boys, my team, will push to the Texas League title of 2023. If I'm not here at the end with Joshua Mears and Wander Javier, please note that I will be back in 2024, if not the sixth game with Springfield, or even the playoff rounds. I'd hope that this knee will heal, and so far for all of us to be off the injured list. I heard what happened to Wander Javier and Joshua Mears. They got the same as I did. But I got to say, Mears, he's been the one out for the longest time after getting injured during that Sunday's game against Midland. And so far, that was a pretty bad thing, and so on. Just to let you guys know that hopefully things will be all right, and just ask that you continued the prayer for myself and for the team and for everybody. P.S. I will say, love you guys a lot. And also to Jonathan and Bob, love you as well. Hope you guys are doing really good. And so far, listen to your broadcast all the time as I sit at home resting my knee. And that's for everybody that's been injured. So far, pretty good. Right fielder Tirso Ornelas coming in, 1-for-1 single in the first. Talking with home plate umpire Jeff Andrews. And yeah, so far pretty good on the letters. We thank you guys for coming in and sending in your letters. And thank you so much for all that you do. Hope you guys get to feeling better, and hopefully at the end of the regular season, taking on Springfield, that would be pretty good to see these three guys back in action. We won't be shorthanded on the staff on the field, so that's pretty good. And that's going to get up to left field. Right there, as that's going to bring in a run in from first. And you can say hello to a double meat cheeseburger coupon, as that'll be San Antonio's first run on an RBI double. So pretty good right there. Wow, I gotta say, that one was hit beautifully. I gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. First baseman Juan Fernandez coming in as he takes an 0-1 count to a strike. And first one by Blake Walston. Runner in scoring position as second. Potential run. And a pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And they won't get there. And boy, that's going to land. And he's safely at second as another RBI single comes in to score. And makes it a San Antonio 2-0 ball game.
boy awfully quick as he decides from first to second he's going to get up there and get the first baseman Fernandez up to the scoring position area. And now the hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn grounded out in the first. 0 for 1 for him tonight. So far, beautiful evening as we continue onward this ball game. Bottom of 3, 2-0 San Antonio. And right there, gloved by the pitcher. And that will be the broken bat. Avoid the shrapnel out there. And that will do it. 2 runs on a couple of base hits, no errors. And nobody left on base. To the top of the 4th we go. And Willard Patino, the center fielder for Amarillo, will lead it off when we come back. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, we're back here on the Missions Baseball Network. We're leading off the top of the 4th inning for Amarillo center fielder Willard Patino coming in this one. Here's the pitch, down and in, and the count now 0-1. Underway of 4 here in this half inning, and the pitch. That one high fly in the air, and boy, that one is out of play. Well, the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That one's high fly in the air. Center fielder Lopes will make the running grab out there in shallow right field. And that is out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Davison de los Santos.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Division de los Santos. The pitch. And that's going to be line drive up the middle, and that's through for a center field base hit. Boy, and he really saw that one going. He let it rush through, and he got it right where he wanted it. Yeah, Bob, he really did. Here's the number 4 batter, Camden Duzenak. And that's going to be hit to Leisure to second for 1.
And they get the force out at second, but no overturned double play. And they'll automatically just get the second out right there as second. Meanwhile, the runner at first is safely aboard. And that'll bring in Neffy Castillo. That one high fly in the air, and that one is out of play. For the count is 0-1. Strikeout in the second, 0 for 1. And pretty good right here. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the count now, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Right there, strike 3, and he gets them. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of 4 we go. San Antonio up 2-0. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning is the designated hitter, Grant Little. As we get set for this half inning. And ready to go. That one's going to be line drive up to left field, and that's getting through for a base hit. Shortstop at third. Did not see that one coming, as that will get right past him. And that's going to bring in the 7th batter, second baseman Jackson Merrill. Merrill coming in, runner at first, nobody out, bottom of 4. That one right there, high and inside for a code strike, gets 0-1. Pretty good night thus far for the Missions. 2-0 to score. San Antonio up top in this half inning. And that one's going to be right there. And they get the force out at first. That will be the one away they get. But meanwhile, the runner at first is safely there. And that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup hitter, Albert Fabian. Fabian getting ready. And he gets set. That one is high fly in the air. And boy, it's going to land for a base hit. Boy, and that's a pretty good one right there, right, Bob?
Gotta say, yeah, John, it really is. When you could get that first pitch swing for a base hit, you could get the job done easily on that one.
9-hole batter, Michael Cantu. Cantu coming in. And that one's going to be well hit, but also well fouled. And that's for the count now, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Cantu at the plate. And a pitch. That one fouled off. And it's the count still holding at no balls to 2 strikes. The 0-2. That one high fly in the air. Catcher Maragalo will make the play. Just in front of everybody, as fans will have a moan about it. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Tim Lopes. Strikeout and a ground out. 0 for 2 of the night. First and second still hanging on with 2 away. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And the left fielder will make the play, and that does it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. To the top of the 5th we go, and Garrett Woolforth will lead it off when we come back. It's 2-0 San Antonio as we exit the 4th inning. Well, we're back with the Missions Baseball Network as we get set for the top of the 5th inning as Garrett Wolforth is coming in. Top of 5, ready to go. Gabe Monster looking in. And he's first pitch swings. High fly in the air, and that's going to get through for extra bases. Going to first, going to second. And he's not stopping. He's going for 3. And in on a no-out triple. Man, he hit that ball really hard, and boy, I gotta say, that was well hit. In now, Roby Enriquez, the 7-hitter. That one down and in for a ball, and the count now 1-0. 1-for-1 single in the 3rd tonight for Enriquez. A pretty good night thus far, and that one hit high fly in the air. Fernandez will make his way there. And here comes the run. And better luck not to chance it as the third baseman there at third tries to come home. Boy, and he chose a right way. Because if he would have came home, it would have been a Taco Bell double play for the Missions. Would say, Bob, that is exactly right. He would have got tagged out. That would have been 2 quick outs. And so far, they would have been down to their last batter here in the top of the 5th inning. Giancarlo Cintrone coming in. He's the 8-hole cleanup hitter. Taking in a cold strike. It's 0-1. Already 37 pitches for Gabe Monster. He is still doing really well. Confidence level is high. And that one is in for a ball, and the count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The pitch. That one is high, and that will go out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, the count. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive to left, and they'll bring home the run from third. And it'll make it a 1-run ball game for the Sod Poodles. And that's going to bring in the catcher, Dominic Miragalo. And there's going to be a runner. And right there, Jackson Merrill gets him. Boy, howdy. Tag out at second. Hello, how are you? And boy, Giancarlo Cintrone was fast, but wasn't fast enough as he got nagged out. Well, the catcher did a pretty good job, and the second base umpire really called a shot saying, "You're out." Yeah, he did. That one high fly in the air. Right fielder Ornelas will make the play, and he's got it for out number 3. But Giancarlo Cintrone would get a run on a hit, and no errors, and at least 1 left. To the bottom of the 5th we go. San Antonio up 2-1.
Leading off for the Missions, the shortstop.
The shortstop, Aaron Leisure, coming in as we start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Right there and inside for a take-and code strike. It's 0-1. Got to read some pretty good letters from our 3 prospects. So far, they are doing very well. But evidently, injuries come at a cost. And so far, cost of us being shorthanded, that's something else. Yeah, I gotta say, when you get shorthanded on your prospects, that is a really hard thing to even think about. Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. Right there, 1 ball and no strike, says that one was outside. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Leisure is going down on strikes.
The batter, the right fielder,
So the right fielder is Tirso Ornales, 2 for 2. A double, a single, an RBI. And pretty good right there. So Mears and Wander Javier will hopefully be back in September. Evan Mendoza may have a month or 2 months or the rest of this season. And gotta say, pretty sad if that happens to him. We're still waiting on the doctors to decide whether if it's bruised or broken or whatever. But we pray that it's not broken. And it could be bruised. I'm not really sure for Evan Mendoza as of yet. But we'll say be happy when we get Mears, Javier, and Mendoza added back to the San Antonio Missions roster. Yeah, I gotta say, it's most important when you try to get up there. And, well, Mears and Javier, they'll be back in September. They said on the letter that they'll be back. And we can see them 6 times with the Springfield Cardinals when they come to town here to finish off the regular season. Hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn coming in as he hits one foul. And that's the count now, 0-1. Bottom of 5, 2-1 our score. 2 away, runner at first here in this half inning. So, gotta say, a lot of inspirational letters that we've received. And so far, looking for more updates as we go through the next week. We should be getting more letters from Joshua Mears, Wander Javier, or even Evan Mendoza. But so far, we all pray for the 3 prospects. And that one's going to be line drive. And they won't get them, and that'll put the bases loaded. And fielder's choice right there as shortstop Lawler tries to get him. Yeah, right there. He was in ahead of the throw. Pretty good right there, right, Bob? Yeah. Jackson Merrill coming in, bases loaded. And that's going to be high fly right there, up to center, and that will do it. So they strand the bases loaded. No runs on 3 base hits, no errors, 3 left. To the top of the 6th we go. San Antonio up 2-1. Jordan Lawler will lead it off. When we come back, it's the top half of the 6th inning. When we come back, it's Texas League Baseball 2-1 our score. San Antonio continues to lead it.
We're back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, leading off the top of the 6th inning for Amarillo, Jordan Lawler. Here's the pitch. That one is bunted. Right there, the catcher can too. Will not have far to make the catch, and that is for out number 1.
Boy, and that one was just a weak pop-up right there.
Yeah, I know, Bob. Ain't that funny? Here's the center fielder, Willard Patino, as he takes right there and in for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Missions are looking for their 72nd win. And so far, they are few innings left.
Yeah, you're stuttering again, I could tell. Has it been a long day for you at Camp Bullis?
Yeah, Bob, it has been very much a long day. And I will say, I'm trying to get through the remainder of this day without any delay. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. Right there, up and down as he gets him going. And that is for out number 2. That'll bring in Division de los Santos. Coming in, the pitch. Right there and in for a taken cold strike. And it is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 for 2 to De Los Santos here tonight. That one high fly in the air. And that one will go out of play and foul for the count 0-2. Monster through this half inning has 6 pitches straight. And all of them have been for strikes. 0-2. And he'll send that one out of play. Still hanging on at no balls to 2 strikes. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he gets them chasing. And that's a 1-2-3 productive inning, as that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. And it is 2-1 Missions. Well, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning, the 8-hole cleanup hitter, left fielder Albert Fabian. And that one high fly in the air, and boy howdy, he lets that one fly, it's out of here, gone! Boy howdy, wow! Woo! That one was hit high. Boy, feel like I got a jalapeno, I eat one, and my mouth is on fire!
Boy, John, I never saw you this hyper. It's like you're a little kid with a candy store.
You're not kidding. Boy, and that'll get the home crowd going. That one was 108 miles an hour exit velocity right over the scoreboard. And time is going to be called as here comes the manager. And that one.
Your attention, please.
Yeah, you hear some fans just screaming like I am. I'm like a little kid in a candy store.
Yeah, I gotta say, that one was spot on in this ball game.
Well, I tell you what, ain't I ready for 2024 already? So 3-1 our score as the 8-hole cleanup hitter Albert Fabian, the left fielder, whacks one over our scoreboard, and 108 miles an hour exit velocity shows that on our score chart. And boy, I will say that's going to be the player of the game tonight. Left fielder Albert Fabian will make the Facebook post. Center fielder Tim Lopes is 0 for 3, fly out in the 4th inning. Got a great crowd here tonight supporting our San Antonio Missions in Game 3 of this 6 against Amarillo. Center fielder Lopes coming in. We go back to the top of the lineup, and it's the count now, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And that one, line drive to the center field area for a base hit. Boy, and the sky changing colors now as we're getting into the early evening hours of this ball game. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Aaron Leisure. That one is right there outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. 3-1 our score as left fielder Albert Fabian will put one over the wall in our big giant scoreboard. Player of the game tonight on Facebook is Fabian. And so far, write them down in the Facebook posts. And boy, we already got 30 comments saying he whacked it over the wall. Yes, he did. Right there to second for 1. They relay it, and that will do it. Well, Fabian getting a lot of comments out on our Facebook page, and it is 3-1 our score as we finish off the 6th inning. Top of the 7th for Amarillo coming up. It's San Antonio Missions 3, the Amarillo Sod Poodles 1. We're back here with Camden Duzenak. He'll lead it off in the 7th inning. When we come back, Texas League Baseball will be right back after our commercial messages on this thirsty Thursday evening right there. So 3-1 our score as San Antonio leads by 2 against Amarillo. Leading off the top of the 7th inning for Amarillo, Camden Duzenak. We're back here in Texas League Baseball as we get set for the top of the 7th inning for the Sod Poodles. And that one is right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Pretty night thus far for San Antonio and leading 3 runs in this half inning. The 0-1. Right there to Fernandez, and he's got it. Pretty good reaction out there as he'll go up and pretty much grab that ball to no avail. Nefi Castillo coming out. Amarillo down to their final 8 outs of this evening. Right there and in for a taking code strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I gotta say, tonight the Missions could end up facing their 72 victories of this current season. And that's the first time in the season
I have seen them that high in Texas League Baseball. First time for everybody, right, Bob?
Yeah, I gotta say, you're absolutely right, John.
High fly in the air up in right field is Tirso Ornelas making the play, and he's got 2 away. Garrett Woolforth coming in is 1 for 2, triple and a run. That one high fly in the air. Left fielder Albert Fabian getting shy of the warning track, and that will do. Well, get up on your feet. It's take me out to the ball game. We are now going to the bottom of the 7th. It is 3-1. Well, into the stretch inning is the hot corner, the right fielder Tirso Ornelas.
Yeah, you were about to say the hot corner.
Yeah, I was about ready to say that, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Tirso Ornelas, the right fielder coming in. Now, I will say the hot corner third baseman for San Antonio has always been third baseman done. 2 for 3. And that's going to be hard hit right there. And boy, he misses it. And that's going to be a leadoff double. And Ornelas double. And courtesy of that one is Waterberger. Served hot and fresh since 1950. And pretty good right there.
Boy, gotta say, he really let that one go.
Yeah, he sure did, Bob. First baseman Juan Fernandez. Fernandez coming in as he goes from short to first, and that's a quick out number 1. Hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn. 1 for 3 as he had a single back in the 5th inning. So far, pretty good here tonight. The pitch. That one right there as he lines it, but a run in to score as that will be an RBI ground ball.
Gotta say, it's like a sacrifice. You sacrifice one guy to become the run.
That's really true, Bob. Good job. Designated hitter Grant Little. Little coming in and hits high fly in the air. And that is up to the left fielder to make the grab. So a run comes in across the score on a couple of base hits, no errors, and nobody left. To the top of the 8th we go on this Thursday night. It is 4-1 San Antonio as we get ready for the top of the 8th with Roby Enriquez coming up. Well, we're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, leading off the top of the 8th inning for Amarillo, Roby Enriquez. Got to give our shout outs to our fans watching in YouTube. Franklin Cooper, how are you? Yes, I am here. Do apologize if I couldn't answer, as we're pretty much on our inning break. That one line drive up to left field. That will get through for a base hit. Giancarlo Cintrone coming in. Runner at first. Nobody out. Top of the 8th for Amarillo. The pitch. That's doing very good. Very good, Franklin. Beautiful night here in San Antonio. Lights coming on and obscuring the field. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And boy, I got to say, he hits the wall. My goodness. That was a base hit. Yeah, another one brings in some runs. Yeah, you can see that left fielder Albert Fabian just, ooh, right there. That was a hard hit one. Boy, that'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, it definitely would.
9-hole batter Dominic Maragalo. Coming in, he fouls that one off, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Tying run up the plate, Maragalo. 0-1. And that will put him at an 0-2 hole. No balls, 2 strikes to count. 0-2. And that one he chopped foul. And right there, look at second, back in safely. The 0-2. Right there, strike 3. And 2 outs to get out of this half inning. Jordan Lawler coming in. My day has been great. How is yours, Franklin? Yeah, Franklin watching from YouTube Live. Pretty good right there in the inside corner for a code strike. It's 0-1. That's good, man. Really good. 0-1. That one high fly in the air. Center fielder Lopes makes the play, tagging up the runner from third in the score. And it's a 2-run ball game. Nice. Thank you, Franklin. We'll do the same. And also, tonight, you're added now as a standard moderator for this channel. Thank you so much for your subscription. I also did to you as well. Willard Patino coming in as he takes one right there and in. And it's the count now, 0-1. Runner at third, the potential third for Amarillo. 65 pitches thus far for Gabe Mosser. That one outside on a splitter, and that's the count, 1-1. You're most certainly welcome, Franklin. 1-1. And that's going to put in the third run. Base hit to left field. And it's a 1-run ball game as the Sod Poodles now trail a run. And they still trail that run against San Antonio. Division de los Santos coming in. 1 for 3. And he fouls that one off. Do I like WWE? It's alright. It's pretty good. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, 2 away. 2 runs in this half inning already scored in for Amarillo. Thank you, Franklin. I appreciate it. Here's a 1. Swing and a miss. And that's the count now, 1-2. Don't forget, tomorrow night, our 7:05 first pitch against Amarillo. Game 4 on the weekend. 1-2. And back to the mound. Mosser will throw him out to Juan Fernandez, as that will do. So, 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 8th we go, and it's a close one, 4-3, Missions up front. Oh, man. Bry Watt died earlier today. Did he really? My goodness. Well, sorry to hear that. High fly in the air to left fielder. And that is out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Albert Fabian.
Well, Albert Fabian coming in, 2 for 3, home run. Pretty good night tonight. So far, Mission's trying to stay up ahead. And that one is well and inside for a taken cold strike, and it's 0-1. Albert Fabian, boy, he's the player of the game here tonight. He died of heart attack. Man, what age was he? Here's the 1-1. That one is a line drive, and that's up the right field for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And that's going to be a 1-out double. 36. Wow. Good night. That's a young age right there. 36 years old and had a heart attack. Man. That is terrible. Here's Michael Cantu as Green will go in and put that one in the inside corner for a cold strike. 0-1. Go Missions. Yeah. Missions need this one to make it 72 wins of the year. And did he hold up? Yep, Jeff Andrews says he did. And that's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That's the count, 1-2. Pretty good night thus far, and moon is brighter than ever on a night like this. Few high clouds. Still need the rain for the city of San Antonio. Got rain Tuesday night, but still played baseball anyway. Now, if it was coming down in torrential downpours with large hail and cloud-to-ground lightning and dusty winds, that would be another story worth telling. High fly in the air. Up to right field. And that is right there for out number 2. Nice. The next live stream. That's pretty good, Franklin. Center fielder Tim Lopes. 1 for 4 single in the 6th. Reminds me of last year when the Frisco Rough Riders went to Wichita. It was bottom of the 3rd, and yeah, the thunderstorms really hit them on that evening as the field crew went out to put the tarp on the field. They're getting pelted by golf ball size hail. And gotta say, this there's a couple of people that weren't wearing helmets.
Yeah, I bet they were saying ouch right after that.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Bob. The 0-2. That one high and outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 away. Bottom of the 8th. It's 4-3 San Antonio on this beautiful Thursday night. We welcome all that are in our live stream and so far here on YouTube Live. Great place for baseball and also live streams as well. Well, that will do for this half inning. And so far, it is San Antonio 4, the Amarillo Sod Poodles 3. Leading off the top of the 9th inning, Camden Duzenak. 0 for 3, line out in the 7th. Do I watch Fuzzy? I don't know what that is. Hey, Bob, do you know what Fuzzy is?
No idea.
Right there, swinging a miss, and right there in the inside corner for a code strike. It's 0-1. Top of the 9th as Amarillo down to their final 3 outs here on a Thursday night. There's the pitch right there. Right to third baseman Dunn. Flip to Juan Fernandez, and that's a quick out, number 1. Beautiful play by the hawk corner third baseman to first. Oh, YouTuber baseball. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about now. I thought you were talking about a fuzzy kitten or something. I'm just kidding, Franklin. Nefi Castillo coming in at 0 for 3. No balls, 1 strike. And right there, boy, he tries to bunt his way on, but he got his code strike on there. Boy, down in the hole 0-2. That's not funny at all. Well, I would say, Bob, he went around anyway. 0-2. Down and in, it's 1-2. 68 strikes in total for Monster. And he's hanging in there strong. Boy, pretty good evening for him tonight. So far, don't forget our Friday night game at 7:05. Saturday at 7:05. Sunday afternoon at 1. And that's right there. Jackson Merrill stops it right there to Fernandez. And that is out number 2. Yeah, it is a real nail biter, Franklin. Good one right there. Amarillo down to their final out. Garrett Wolforth. 1 for 3, triple and a run. 1-run game for San Antonio over Amarillo. Here's the pitch. Right there and in. And that's taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. You might not be all on a trip. Trip on what now? The 0-1. That one aligned right there up the left. Fabian will get the ball back in. And Jackson Merrill has it now. You can't get to the next stream. Well, the next one will be tomorrow night. And we go live again. The number 7 hitter, Roby Enriquez. The pitch right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Oh, you're going to California. Okay. That's pretty nice. The 0-1. And did he go? Right there, Kyle says he went around as his code strike. Oh, nice. Happy birthday. Hey, we got to give a good shout out to Franklin Cooper. It's his birthday. And so far, happy birthday, Franklin, from your San Antonio Missions. And yes, all of Texas League Baseball says happy birthday. High fly in the air, and that one is out of play for the count now, 0-2. There's a chance I can what? The 0-2. High fly in the air. Center fielder Lopes. He's got it. That's the ball game. A one-run finish as San Antonio claims their 72nd. Putting Amarillo down to 62-55. And a nice win here tonight, as that will do it. For my partner Bob and I, we're saying good night, and we'll see you tomorrow evening for our end of the work week baseball. So far, shout outs go to Franklin Cooper and all that have tuned in to this one. And so far, want to thank y'all for coming in. So, see y'all tomorrow if y'all are here, and everybody that are coming out to the ball game. Hell yeah, we'll make the next stream coming out. So final score one more time of this Thursday night. San Antonio Missions 4, Amarillo Sod Poodles 3.
First for the victorious Missions, 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Boy, what a terrific ball game we had here tonight. And so far, San Antonio winning their 3rd in a row against Amarillo. Gotta say, for a Thursday night, we ask everybody to drive home safely. Can't even talk this evening, but have been stuttering a lot. Drive home safely. And yes, watch out for anything out of the ordinary. That is deer. Oh yes, God bless and have a good day. And also a good night as well. Good night rest for everybody. Wake up early on a Friday morning and get ready to take on the last day of the week. Gotta love Fridays. Then have weekends off. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, gotta say for the weekend, we take on Amarillo till Sunday. Missions are on the road to Wichita after this homestand for a 6-game set. And then following after this 6-game road series, we're still on the road to take on the Rockhounds for 6 there at Franco Park. Missions back home to take on Springfield on September 12th through the 18th. And don't forget, playoff tickets are on sale now as we get ready to compete for the 2023 Texas League title. Well, for all of us, our final score, a close finish tonight, 4-3, as the Missions win their 72nd. Hope y'all have a good rest of your evening, and also stay safe. See y'all again tomorrow.